Oh, snap. We getting started up in here?
Announcing Crackdown 4.
Could you imagine?
We worked with those partners at Microsoft. Hi. Oh, it's like a mishmash.
What's that mean?
Like it's a trailer with a little bit of everything. At first I thought it was just for one thing.
Yeah.
Watch your backs.
A compilation.
We gotta play this just right.
That shot looked very much like video.
Oh, man, I hope this is good. Please be good.
One thing's for sure, it's not going to be 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, dude, it better not be. I'll be heartbroken if it's that long.
It'll just stop, and then we'll come back and have a wrap-up. It went way too long.
Exactly. Cut to the next day, and we're like, what was that? What were they thinking?
What in the world was that?
That green guy?
That dude with all the hot air coming out of his face? Super hot. I want to try that.
That first shooting game that they showed in the VR looked like freaking GoldenEye.
Out of thank you.
Oh shoot, they hitting me up. They blowing me up on the phone, y'all.
I gotta go back to Nier Automata, man.
Really?
For a game that I was so excited about from the demo, and then just like when I finally bought it on sale and started playing it, just did not grab me quick enough. I was like, I'm gonna move on. I'll come back to this later.
I know, people loved it too.
I really love the way it looks, but it's like it starts you in just all this desert area, and it's just like, man, I'm ready to be up out this desert.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sean Layden and Sid
Spared no
Schumann.
expense on those couches.
Oh, yeah. What y'all doing with them couches after this? Can I hold one?
Sorry about that.
Sean looks good. All fresh face.
Hello.
I know.
Welcome.
Wonder
I'm
what's
so
on
glad
his shirt.
you could join us here, PlayStation
Usually got
Experience. Thank you so
stuff
much
on
for
his
coming.
shirt that's like a clue
Sean,
about something.
Is this a furniture convention?
Yeah.
I think we're going to play a game. We're going to kind of move our way back and forth across the different segments here.
Right, and hopefully ending up with those nice postmodern gray office chairs. This is awesome. Yeah.
In all seriousness, folks, it is unbelievable to be here again at another PlayStation Experience. So exciting to have all of you here. I really give yourselves a round of applause for joining us here in Anaheim.
This is
Wow.
Anaheim.
This is the
California's
fourth
had a big
It's
2
the fourth
days.
one. And I can't
Yeah,
think of
no.
a better way to close out this highly memorable year
Yep.
than with my friends. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Really.
Yeah, it's incredible. And Sean, it's been a heck of a year.
Wow, hasn't it been just? It's been a crazy year, 2017. I think we saw a lot of great game releases.
I must have just got a facial or something.
Any Uncharted fans out there?
He got one of those really fancy
So
shaves.
Lost Legacy was awesome. We're certainly proud and pleased
Shaved
with
this
what our
layer
friends
of
in
skin
Amsterdam
off.
pulled together with Horizon Zero Dawn.
He had one of those peels or whatever they're
And then
called.
without telling
Yeah.
anybody, just kind of slipped the Frozen Wilds out there.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
Just sneak it out there. I mean, what's great, too, is the year got off to such an incredible start. Resident Evil 7, one of my absolute favorites this year.
Yes.
If you haven't played that in PlayStation VR, you haven't played it. Persona 5, Nier Automata.
I wanted to play Persona 5. I just can't bring myself to do
Incredible
it.
year, incredible games. One of the strongest years game
I
lineups I've
didn't
seen in
want
years.
to, but I
Personal
really
favorite,
wanted
one
you
of
to
them
want
anyway,
to.
is
to do it.
everybody's
If it was
Golf.
on the Switch, I would have played
Yes,
it.
terrific game.
Can we get some
Terrific
love
game.
for my golf game, please?
Gravity Rush 2.
Gravity
I mean,
Rush 2, yeah. Yeah.
we could sit here all night, literally
Okay.
listing all the incredible games that came out this year.
Right.
But we've got a little bit more in
We've
store.
got other things to do.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
You know, I mean, I think it's such a special year. And I mean, then we had Paris Games Week. I mean, you know.
Went really
Paris
well. We
Games
saw
Week
the
was
reveal
huge.
of Sucker Punch's
Yep.
new opus,
We sure did.
Ghost.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's going to be great. We saw some of that in the trailer right now, but there was a lot that happened in 2017, and we can talk about that, and we can share some of our memories of that with everybody here.
Hear that, Ed?
But
You're on the
2018 is
PSVR
going to be
camp now.
another tremendous year for PlayStation, both in PS4 and PSVR.
And we're going to talk a little bit about 2018 here tonight. We're also going to bring you closer to some of the world's top developers right here. I think it's something that makes
gotta make it to a
PlayStation
PSX
experience
one year.
unique.
I
and
know,
special.
this seems awesome.
You folks can be right here with us, all of our friends right here.
Thus, all the furniture.
And all this furniture right here.
We're going to try to build a super group up here.
You can tell us what you think at the end.
Oh,
but I
hey.
think we have a special night here ahead of
I'll
us.
land your
We're going
house.
to have some old friends dropping by, Sean.
Not the biggest fan, but still.
We're going to have
Respect.
our group chairman, Andy House, is in the house.
That's right.
He'll be joining us later with our old friend Mark Cerny.
That's right. PS4 system architect Mark Cerny's dropping by.
Right.
You
Nice.
guys fans of God of
Give us the
War?
release date for God
You
of
like
War.
Okay.
Okay.
Corey Barlog from Santa Monica Studio. He's going to come in and give us a development update here tonight.
Right. The taxi's outside with the meter running, but Corey's going to run in here, deliver a report, and then get right back to the studio and get that work done. And we're having Media Molecule.
Yeah, Media Molecule. Did you
Yeah.
guys check out the Game Awards last night? You see that new trailer?
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Concrete
Incredible.
Genie.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, they're doing great stuff.
We're also going to take another look at Concrete Genie here a little bit
Definitely.
later
I'm
tonight.
a
One we're all very,
concrete
very excited about.
genie in
Another
a
one we announced in
bottle.
Paris this year. So we're going to have
Nice.
some updates on 2018 games. We're going to take a peek or two at the PlayStation Experience show floor, which I know a lot of you are going to be excited to check out over the weekend. And there might be a surprise or two in store, Sean. What do you think?
I think there's more than a surprise or two.
I need
Right.
some
And
surprises.
we have some shots of that. We're going to go to that now, or
Yeah, so we got a big weekend here.
Okay.
And actually, one of the things I'm personally super excited for are the panels we've got going on.
Yeah,
today.
Panels?
Really killer panel lineup.
Oh,
I think the
snap
best
it,
we've
the
ever
panels
had.
right
You're all
behind
about the
you.
I mean,
panels.
look at this stuff here. We've got Naughty
It says
Dog
crows,
doing not
crows,
one, but
crows.
two
For some reason, I
panels.
thought it said
The cast of
counting
The Last of Us
crows.
2 will be right here.
And I thought it said
Counting
cows,
crows
cows,
gonna
cows.
play.
Actually, you'll be able to see them. You'll be able to see all the Uncharted voice
Oh,
actors
Last
for the
of
big
Us Part
10-year
2 Meet the
anniversary.
Cast
Sucker
did
Punch
it.
stopping by, Media Molecule
Just
stopping by. Super excited that
Come
Justin
on now.
Roiland
Why you
and
always gotta
William
rub all the
Q
cool
are going to be
stuff
stopping
I'm
by.
reading ahead.
I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan. I can't wait to see.
Oh, I just
what these
rubbed
guys are up
elbows
to
with
at the
Troy
County
Baker.
Plus.
No big
So it's just a
deal.
lot of great stuff.
yes.
Then can we talk about that show floor?
Did you
Yes,
tell
the
him, like,
show
hey,
floor, we were
man,
taking a look at that
you
earlier
introed our
today.
show
It's
one
like
time?
nothing we've
No.
done
He's like,
before.
what?
Oh,
Excuse me,
We have
what?
some photos, I think, too, if we could show
can we
some
put
of
this
those.
up on
Yeah.
I think somebody said on the Discord, they were like, hey, did you tell him you wrote a song for...
Days Gone.
I was like,
That's an
no.
experience right there.
Why
That's
not?
right.
You
Yeah,
needed...
That's the entry.
I would have told him I totally would have done that.
get
Not
through
the
that.
first thing, but like towards the end of the night after y'all already buddy-buddied, I'd have been like,
You'll
you know
find
what,
out.
I wrote a song about that.
No, sir.
One of them
Yeah.
is a real human. You have to find
I'd have
out
done it.
which one that is.
Another one I'm really excited about. It's incredible. Shadow of the Colossus. Wait till you see this.
Shadow of the
Battle of the
Colossus.
Colossus.
Tell them what they get to do, Sean.
I'm
So what
intrigued
you
because
get
I
to
never
do,
played
this is
the
one of the
original.
either.
Colossi from the game. You will be able to climb up the back of it and put that sword right into the center of his head. It's the thing you've wanted to do when playing the game. You'll be able to do it now tomorrow at the show.
It's incredible.
Tomorrow
I mean,
at the
that's just
show.
a taste. There's so much more. It's the biggest show we've
Looks
done
like it's
yet,
gonna be one of the
so I hope you
demos.
all check it out tomorrow and let us know what you think. Got a lot of PlayStation VR here. I know not everyone gets a chance to go on with this.
Oh.
This is the Inpatient.
The Impatient is here.
The Inpatient.
Oh,
It's
the
super
Inpatient.
Oh, that was nice of
God.
Oz to sit
We
in
gotta
the
get
wheelchair
Gabe
like
or
that.
Ed to stream that, or not, well, record it.
Why don't we
He's
get
got a
you to
camera that
record
can-
it?
Taken into this experience via wheelchair.
I don't know what the
you will
deal
have
is. It's like it was
asylum,
lightning in a bottle. That one
experience,
time I
just
got
like
my
it is in the
recording to
game.
work
Wheel
for
you
the
in,
RE7 demo.
Play the demo.
I've
It's
never
incredible.
gotten it to
So,
work
It's not for the faint of heart.
correctly
Not
the
at
rest
all.
of the times
So-
I've tried it.
around 80 playable PlayStation VR experiences here over the weekend. And so lots to see and do on the PlayStation VR front. But actually, Sean, speaking of PlayStation VR,
Right.
I believe you do have a new PlayStation VR game to reveal here tonight.
Yes, we do. And I think it's really important, though, to talk about the VR stuff. Get out there over the next couple of days and experience it, because you can read about it on the web, you can hear Sid and I talk about it all the time, but until you put the headset on and have a gaming experience
hat.
like that, you'll never really know what it's like. So please,
Yes,
the next
come
couple of
on.
days,
Hat
get in
on.
there and do that,
Sean
because we have
Layden.
a new
Call
game
it
It's a
the
we're
wrong
hat.
announcing tonight. Called Firewall. Firewall 0 Hour, I think is the full title.
Firewall.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, here we go. This is the first gameplay we're seeing
it's
of
a shoot 'em
Firewall. Now,
up.
this
You're
is
my
actually from the folks at First Contact Entertainment. They're
firewall.
serious shooter developers. This is a team-based 4v4 tactical first-person shooter. So attack and defense.
Oh, you
on
know
the
what?
two
I bet it
teams.
uses
And
the
there's a huge amount of
little
emphasis
gun
being placed on
move
sort of the
thingy.
Oh, yeah, huh?
motions and movements.
Which I actually hear a lot of
Pacing is
good
very
things about that.
realistic. Peeking around corners here. We're going to see some of that here in the footage, but just a very early
kind
sneak
of
peek for
expensive
all
for
of you
that.
here. Firewall is coming to
Is it?
PlayStation VR.
Yeah, but you
you'll
can
be able to use
actually,
either
the
a
cool thing about it
DualShock
is
I thought it was just
actually
plastic.
aiming down
aim
sight. Like you
controller,
can
if you've ever
move
picked up
controllers
one of
on
those,
it.
Farpoint or
No,
something
it's
like that.
it's
So this is
the
looking
move
own whole
balls
thing.
or whatever.
promising,
They're
I
like
gotta
built
say.
into it.
Oh, it's incredible.
Like it's not.
so tense.
you don't put your
Being
own
on
inside there.
4-on-4, trapped in the room, throwing
That's what they should have
flashbangs
done.
and trying to clear rooms out of enemies.
Took a
Yeah,
page
this is
out of
one
the
we've been
weeds.
wanting
Sure-
to tell folks about for a
I'm
while.
sure they
and
wanted
I
it to
know
be
people who've
more
tried it,
precise.
have really
Because
come
like
out
if people are
raving.
putting their own
So-
thing
and
in
it's
the
on the
game
floor.
and the thing
That's
falls
right. It's
out.
on the floor here. You'll be able to play it this weekend.
bet.
4 on
I'm
4
assuming.
Firewall.
I mean,
You
it's not
gotta
like
have
crazy
7
expensive,
other
but I think
friends with
it's-
And it will
PSVRs.
be exclusive to PlayStation VR. So excited to see that.
Yes.
So, Sean, what else do we have on the VR front? Anything else?
We have a gift.
gift.
And,
Hello.
a year ago, we launched one of my most favorite games, The Last Guardian. Any Last Guardian fans?
Oh, snap.
I still have not played it.
Last Guardian on
It was
VR.
such a seminal moment for my career because I think I've been working on that game my entire career. So we were able to ship it last year around this time. And in the meantime, Ueda-san and the group have come together, and they've made a VR experience based in the world of
Oh, snap.
Last Guardian.
Freaking Stancil,
You'll be
you
able
hear
to
that?
Go in there and experience
You get a
that
ride
with-
on the
with
dog?
Trico,
Catbird dog?
calling the beast and moving across a level. It's
get
probably, I don't know,
Catbird.
15, 20 minutes of gameplay. But we'll be putting that up on the PlayStation Store.
Do you fetch? Do you purr?
December 12th here in the U.S.
Or do you
and
want a
Europe.
cracker? I don't
December
know.
12th.
And that's our Christmas present to everybody. So please go get it.
Oh, snap.
Next week,
That's
it's
quick.
free.
Yeah.
It is actually a
It's free?
standalone experience.
Yes.
You don't need to actually
Sounds
own
like
The
it.
Last Guardian either. So if you've got PlayStation
Oh, and it's
VR,
standalone.
you can get The Last Guardian
Oh, here's
VR
some of it
demo.
right now,
Here we
yeah.
go. Seeing a little footage here.
I'm not.
Sean,
oh, now I am.
do you think Trico's feathers are
You know
more
Ed's gonna
plush
be all
and
about this.
downy in VR?
Well, I think you can only rub them one way. But yes, plush
There's
and
no
downy
Trico.
would be.
Oh,
one way to
snap.
call it.
Yeah.
He's going to
There
jump
he
down on
is.
you, isn't he?
There, and you'll be able to call it.
It's our fine feathered friend.
Yeah. It is.
What's that
It's something
butterfly?
else. It really is.
Shoom.
So please,
I mean,
make
I
some
guess
time
it's a
during the next couple of days and get in and try this.
Oh, I
And
didn't
then
realize
December
he had-
12th, Go home, download it.
I don't know. I feel like I remember him having little horns.
Nice
Oh
stocking
my
stuffer
gosh, he's got
there.
a massive.
So that's the Last Guardian
cat
VR
face.
demo. Coming out next week.
Right.
Is it okay to say that didn't look great? Is that
But
okay to
wait,
say?
there's more.
There is
It
more.
never
There is
looks
more.
great when you look at
You know,
it
we like
because
to go
it's
back from
SD
time to time
resolution
and,
at the output
look at
part.
some of our classic
Yeah.
catalog games that we
It
have.
tends to look
because
way
we
better in
believe
the
that,
Still, you can tell that
a great
it's
game is
a
always
bit
a great game.
screen-doorish, but
And sometimes you have to
tend to
refresh
lose
and bring them
title.
back on new platforms because sadly you can't go out and buy a PS1 and play it. So what we have here is we've taken a game we delivered last year. We brought Wipeout back, and
That's right.
now we're going to bring out Wipeout VR.
Yeah, let's check out the
Oh,
trailer.
snap. I'm going to get sick.
I'm gonna throw up all over myself. I won't be able to see how to wipe myself off.
That's one thing I haven't even asked Ed. Like, has he experienced anything
Any motion sickness?
motion-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, like anything that's complete free motion tends to mess with me after a little while. If I do it for too long. on the one hand, my brain says, that looks cool. On the other hand, my brain says, my stomach says, that looks like hell.
Bad.
Yeah. Like, all right, stomach, I'm going to default to you on this one.
I'll never listen to my stomach. My stomach's like, let's not do that today. I'm like, what? Shut up.
Well, it's not like we're talking about having another donut.
Now, this will be an
That's when you
update
ignore
that
your
you'll be able
stomach.
to download to your copy of Wipeout, and this will add the VR capabilities to the game you have.
Yeah.
So you have to supply your own air sickness bags. We can't give you any help.
There we go.
Yeah, and the free VR update is coming
being
early
legit about it.
2018, Sean.
Yep.
That's
yep.
right.
It's on schedule. It's on time.
I think a strong start so far to 2018. And I got to say, I'm actually really getting fired up about 2018 because, I mean, we've got Far Cry 5 coming early on in the year. Really excited for that one.
Didn't it just
That
get
looks great.
delayed?
Shadow of the Colossus, which
I feel like
I'm pretty sure Far Cry 5
Be playable
out
on the
already.
all playable on the show floor.
But I'm pretty
and
sure it just
Shadow
got
of the
a
Colossus
like
is
official
being played
delay
on
to like
PlayStation
April.
4 Pro, and wait till you see that.
Yeah.
It is stunning.
Amazing.
I'm making that up.
But before we get into all the 2018 stuff, because we got some more to talk about there.
We've got a lot of chairs here.
Got a lot of chairs here.
Exactly.
So I wanted to revisit what I think is 2017's biggest game. So please welcome Herman Hulst from Guerrilla Games.
There you go. Dude, you gotta play that.
I know. So many games. Little time.
It is a crime against humanity that that game
I know.
won nothing at the Game Awards.
Ladies
Oh
and gentlemen,
yeah.
please
Well, it was up
welcome
against some
Herman
monsters
Hulst.
though too.
Still, but
It had to have
nothing.
won something.
No, it won nothing.
Jeez.
I'm wearing a tall neck tonight.
Oh, I want a tall neck T-shirt.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Herman.
Is it?
I gotta get into Frozen Wilds.
Wow, we have a lot of family.
Yeah, we do. A big family. Yeah.
We love
How
that.
are you guys?
Where's he from again? Is it Denmark? Or no, it's Amsterdam, I think, is where they're based.
Herman, you're looking rested.
You know, taking my time.
Yeah?
I'm here on vacation for 40 hours.
Well, I mean, from my perspective, 2017 has kind of been the year of Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, it's clearly a humongous hit. I mean, people have fallen in love with this. It's a tremendously great-looking game on PlayStation 4 Pro or on standard PlayStation 4. Nominations out the wazoo, and you guys just shipped the Frozen Wilds, too. I mean, that's one hell of a year.
It's been a fantastic year. I mean, we worked on this game for 7 years, and then when it
That's a long
7
time.
finally
years.
get it in the hands
How you
of,
pay the
actually
bills
of
all
you guys,
7 of those years?
and we hear about it, and we
Tony
see
paying
people
the
being
bills.
so active. It's just heartwarming for us.
Yeah, and then you got the Frozen Wilds, which you just put out, too. I mean, that's a whole bunch
We're
of new
happy to
content.
announce
it's
Horizon
unusual
2
to see
available
an expansion
today.
I think of that size come out the same year as a title.
wish.
as
Working on it for
Horizon
2
Zero
weeks.
Dawn.
And you know what? We actually just
We'll learn a
started
lot in those
working
7
on it
years,
the
and we
week
are real
after we
fast.
Shipped.
Oh, yeah?
So there was no preparation, was no time for that at all. So there's a good chunk of content that we made
Content.
in 8-9 months. So
I like the way
it's
he
been a
talks.
busy year.
Impressive. So, given the fact the game is a huge hit, what sort of surprised you most in terms of the fan reaction?
You ever had to use those
Wow,
countrymen
there's been so
microphones?
many surprises
No.
on this project.
out there doing
I'm
anything?
so
else?
glad I
say
haven't had to do
it. Just the feedback from the audience. I mean, we've
Especially
had
when you get
such
to like the Madonna
amazing
ones with the
responses.
huge, like,
we got this,
mic- the
this is a mail
windscreen
that
thing on
Sean
it.
forwarded on to
I'd
me
short-circuit it with my spit
From a president
and
of one of
sweat.
the game studios. He had 4 daughters. And he just
They're
sent
usually
this
a little
note
more
that
flesh
his
colored to
daughters,
hide,
young
but
girls,
these aren't
they
working.
rearranged
Who's
the
flesh
furniture
color?
in their home.
I get, yeah, you know what?
So that
Stand
they
out
could
on me.
practice like Aloy, because it was a character that for the first time actually looked like them. And it's these kind of responses, or it's the
They've gotta make 'em
cosplayers
for
that
every
so
skin
many
type.
of them, they've come out to the studio, they've kind of become super fans, they invest
No.
so much in them. Or the
imagine.
sheer amount of time that people spend in the game. Photo mode, some people have spent weeks and weeks.
We're talking about you, Lim.
Not taking
they are.
snaps, because it actually borders pretty much professional photography.
It's incredible, yeah.
So it's actually the extent of that kind of
I don't know what the
feedback that's
deal
been
is
most
because
surprising
even
to
though
me.
I
Well,
totally
it's great to
agree
have
that
such a strong
Horizon is a
female protagonist.
beautiful game,
That's
I
been,
just
you know,
did
loved
not
by the
care to
entire
spend much
PlayStation
time in
community.
photo
You've
mode.
just created
But
a
I
whole
spent
new-
photo
I don't even
mode
think about
time a lot. I did a lot in Second Son and Uncharted and Last of Us.
Beautiful game, one of my absolute favorites this year. Now, okay, from my selfish perspective, one of the reasons I'm so pleased to see Horizon be such a huge hit is because, well, it's a single-player game. And I love single-player games.
Oh, talking about them single players.
And they are really pushing this.
I know.
I mean, I think it's fair to say it's sort of. It seems like people still want them. What do you think?
I've answered that question right there.
I think they're dead, man. No, you know, the strange thing is it's by far our best-selling game, and it's the first solely single-player game that we've made in a long time. I don't really get the debate that much. To me, when you're somebody like myself, sometimes you're after this kind of magical, unbroken narrative experience, and there is no other way really than having that single-player experience. So there will always be a market for that. It's hugely important.
Especially in a world as unique and exotic and interesting as Horizon Zero Dawn, with the characters interesting and unique as Aloy. So
you don't want to be interrupted. You want to be in that magic spell and stay there. And that's why sometimes a single-player game can be the best option.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Herman, you're going to stay with us here tonight, and we're going to have some other folks dropping in. Thank you so much, Herman. Horizon is not the only narrative-based single-player game PlayStation's focused on right now. Anyone interested in a small, handcrafted artisan franchise by the name of God of War?
Yes.
Bring that.
I am.
Okay. Well, in that case, how about we welcome Corey Barlog? He's a creative director at Santa Monica
Bring it, Barlog.
Studio.
Come on, brother.
Man, I am excited for this game.
Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Corey Barlog.
There's about to be a lot of accents on this stage.
I know, right? Although Corey, I think he's from Santa Monica or something.
Oh boy. Corey Barlog, great to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna cut to
well,
the chase
I mean,
on
I
this
know
one.
that he's.
We get a little
he
bit of a
works out.
status
He's based
check on
out
God of
Santa
War.
Monica. I
How's
think
that
he
one
also
coming along?
He was born there, born and raised there.
Jesus, Sid, no kind of run-up?
No.
No foreplay, just right to it. Fantastic. It's going really good. We are in a final phases right now.
I don't know if it's
doing
just
a
me,
lot of
but it looks like
playtesting.
this camera that's on
He's
him has a
very
very
excited.
green cast to it.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not
But
just
it is, you know, it's a big game.
Give us a release date, please.
I can't hear you. Louder? Freebird? Is that what?
Freebird.
Why are they just sitting there?
You feeling
Come on now.
confident, Corey?
Oh, absolutely. I'm feeling very good about things. I would love to be able to tell people when we're going to release it, but my dog ate the release date, so I don't have that right now.
Jeez.
March
But I gotta tell you
22nd.
a
We already
little bit
know.
more about it. Right now, we are in the playtesting.
I heard
phases.
that
In
on
fact,
Married to
this
the
week we
Games.
just finished up playtest, and over the last like 4 or 5 playtests, we've been clocking in. I think the total gameplay time.
Don't tell me.
Is
No.
somewhere in the arena of 25 to 35 hours.
Oh, what?
So,
I don't know. I didn't want to tell you.
That's big.
25 to 35
it's not as big as
hours?
his game, but I'm, you know, getting
What the
there.
man said.
Yeah.
It's getting there. I mean, I got to say, I was assuming it was in
That's
the maybe 10,
crazy.
15, 20 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was telling people.
Yeah.
And then we sort of accidentally made it a lot.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's twice as big as we expected. That's funny. So, Sean, you know, a question I've been wondering about. Corey obviously has a very unique vision here for God of War. It is quite a shift from what we've seen from the last six games, I think it is, in the series.
Right.
So what was it about Corey's pitch and his vision that sold worldwide studios on this new God of War?
A bribe.
Well,
That's
he
a
said he'd
great
ship
question.
in 2018.
He said he'd ship in 2018.
Corey has so much expertise and knowledge and special secret skills, as if he might have sat in some library at some university and reading all the forbidden, you know, Norse mythology books they have in the back room.
This is totally true.
And so when he took me through his vision for the game and really taking it to a new place, not only by by the camera angle, but the type of story.
Remember
we're telling,
shaking his
more,
hand at E3?
More
That was
narrative-driven and not.
Yeah, he was
not
kind.
So, like brawler-driven kind of game. I thought this is exactly the place.
wanna
where
know
we
what's
can
on his
take
shirt, dang it.
something like the God of War franchise. It keeps it true to its roots, yet makes it new.
The moon
all
over
again for a new
Midgar,
audience.
Final Fantasy
And
VII.
That's what Corey sold me.
Ah,
took him
it
about
might
90
be.
minutes to
No,
sell
there's
me,
no
but it's
moon over
24
Midgar.
minutes, but It was exactly what.
I'm a bit loquacious like that.
Why is there no moon?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Is
this
it
is
not on
the
Earth?
guy who's already
just
shipped
not a
his
thing,
game,
is
and
all.
this is the guy who's in
Right.
crunch.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He is way more relaxed.
Compare and
right?
contrast.
What are you still doing here, man? You gotta be. What's the bug count?
Right. I'm getting texted right now with the bug count.
So Corey, the game is at least bigger than I expected. I can say that based on what you've been telling me. It's large. It's large. So, but in a big world like that, how do you sort of keep a narrative focus? Like, how do you stay on track with the player?
Very, very, very carefully. I mean, playtesting honestly has really helped us a lot to figure out how we keep the player focused. And one of the original things I was talking to people
imagine
about
how
was
they keep all that
treating
stuff
the game like a
and still make it fun.
So that you're in this massive world, and we're sort of rewarding
Even fun
the
for
players
them.
for being
You know what I mean?
curious.
I know.
And you can kind of
Good
pull the
night.
string to get off the tour bus, which the tour bus is the narrative in this story. And you can kind of go look around, check out the world, but the bus is always a few steps away, no matter what you do. So it's kind of a fun exploration in the world.
The tour bus.
The tour bus.
I think we use the analogy of a theme park just around the corner here, Disneyland, for making Horizon Zero Dawn. We're a tour bus.
And that really was like a theme park.
It's a theme park.
It's amazing.
So,
Corey, they've played the whole game. That means it's done, right?
The latest gameplay footage, actually, that we saw.
Well,
Paris,
I mean, but it
from
could be
God of
done,
War.
but like none of the bugs fixed or any of that stuff.
Add some context and some information.
I would
that we
assume
maybe
it's
didn't
because
have back then.
they did say.
So let's go ahead.
Was it last year's E3?
Let's go
They
ahead
did
and
say
roll that.
2018.
So
go ahead and roll that.
I'm going to say something right away. I was talking about playtesting. We were still building the system for the kids' ability to talk in-game, the banter system we call it. So Atreus in the game wasn't fully talking a lot. So when we made this video,
this is
I
the
was
one from
dropping the
E3,
audio
right?
in without us having playtested it. So I treat this video a little bit like it was a giant playtest with the world. So we sort of discovered as we sent it out in a playtest that was happening almost the same time this was coming out that we were like, oh man, he talks too much. We need to chill that out a little bit. So it was kind of a fantastic realization.
Yeah, we need to
this
chill that
right
out
here
a
is
little
just was meant to give you a little bit of a glimpse into sort of the moment-to-moment combat. Previous ones we had focused a little bit on the story and the
I
tone
wasn't
of the
like
world.
super huge on Greek mythology,
We haven't really lost
but I
that
definitely
big of
don't
a
know
play
jack
aspect of
about
God of
Norse
War.
mythology. I mean,
And all the
outside of the
ingredients
names,
really
like
go
I know Loki and
allow the
Odin
player
and
to
Thor,
really
but
open
it's
up
like
and
I don't
use
really
their
know.
own creativity
all gonna be
in
new
each
to
of the
me.
experiences,
Me
using
too.
the environment, using other characters against
And I'll
each
be
other.
honest, I really only know those mostly from Marvel stuff.
Very fun.
Yeah.
And this is really just a area you find in the game when you're around exploring. So this is not even the sort of main critical path.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's kind of honeycombed with secrets and extra paths.
Honeycomb, that's nice. I'm
You
gonna
like
use
that? Yeah.
It's good.
Put that in the
honeycomb
marketing.
cereal.
It is
now.
absolutely honeycombed.
Early 2018. Did you see that?
March.
Now, I remember there being something here at the end of this.
Well, because it was Halloween, right? You just got to scare people.
Anything you can share about that particular ghoul?
That's the Revenant, one of the characters that we've introduced in the Lost Pages. And those are
there's
characters that
Trollman.
are practitioners of Sather magic, and they've been doing it for
side
so long they've
justice.
kind of lost their humanity and their sort of
Those are
human
sideburns.
form, if you will.
Oh.
Possessed by the drug of magic.
The drug of
Honestly,
magic.
like
All right.
I
It's
want
a
to know
honeycomb.
almost more than anything else.
So we have tour buses.
It's like I
we have
want
honeycomb.
them to explain how did he get
so
to
good
this
at this.
world,
Yeah.
and like I
Of
just
course,
want to
been,
know
6
all
games.
that.
This will actually be the 7th
And then they
game,
can tell
I
me
believe, in
whatever
God
the
of
heck
War
else they
series.
want about the Norse
think
thing. It's all
actually,
going to be
if
new
you
to me.
include the mobile.
I was
like on
wondering
8,
if, yeah,
right?
so let's
God of War
call it
Betrayal, man. It's all about that.
That's right. So how do you keep up with fan expectations? I mean, there's a big
Really?
history with this title.
There really is. Very tirelessly, we are constantly getting feedback from our playtesters, paying attention to what people are seeing when we are showing stuff. This is a labor of love for everybody at Santa Monica. So a lot of people have worked on this franchise from the beginning. We care a tremendous amount about this game. So
One of
we
my
hope that
favorite
you all do
things
as well.
was when you beat. So back on the PS3 days, and it may have been on the remaster as well. But when you beat God of War 3 on PS3,
Keep going back to the
the game unlocked like
I'm trying to
a
help you.
a mini documentary of making the game and then showing it for the first time at E3
Do you have any
when
words
it
of wisdom?
first
Any
was
advice?
revealed.
That's
Lots
cool.
of
And that was a huge. I was like, man, I wish more games would do
Corey's
this.
now in a place
More
where
than
your
anything, that would
peak
make. I'd
productivity
love to be
every
able to
hour
unlock a
counts.
documentary.
I
That'd
really
make me
don't
want
know
to
what he's
beat a
doing
game
here
just
right
to
now.
watch
He
it.
should be back
For
in the
sure.
studio.
It was really cool.
But it's
kinda wanna
also
watch
the
it
most
again.
interesting phase in the project where everything kind of falls into place.
bet it's
And
on YouTube,
I
though.
know because we're pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
Guerrilla Games
Gotta
and,
be,
and
yeah.
Santa Monica Studio. We actually visit each other. We do
Although
an
I believe it's
exchange
unlocked
program.
if I hook up
We
the
have a lot of
PS3.
people that have been on site of this team. And I know that these guys are in a situation now where everything is falling into place. So it's going to be magical. I can't wait to visit soon.
Yes. I want to visit you guys too. I never have gotten a chance. Everybody else goes out there.
Invitation is open.
Right.
You're
All right.
busy.
Finish the game.
Totally going
I
out
wanna
there.
go
We
to
should
Amsterdam.
crowdfund
He
that.
said,
Wherever
finish the
else.
game.
I think,
say that Corey needs to go finish
I
the
think
game.
you
Did
speak,
you say that?
you speak for a lot of people here, I think, when you say that.
Right. We'll just delay the game. I'll go out there.
Corey,
going to
I don't know
anyways,
if you got a
probably.
chance to check out the God of War booth that's actually being built right this minute here
Being
on PlayStation.
built?
I have not seen it live in person. I've seen photos and then heard about it over the phone. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So you'll be able to, there's a lot of great photo ops. You'll be able to kind of wear
I'm not
the
there.
Kratos face paint, be able to don the armor, take photos. But there's a special reward
right,
for
Stacey, if you're
those
watching this,
who are
I'm going
brave
to
enough to get
PSX
their head
next.
shaven.
Yeah.
Any takers
I'd like
out
you to
there?
come with
Who's-
me, but
who's
you don't have to.
daring enough?
Well, they're going to shave people's heads?
Well,
Okay, we're going to do it now.
I'm gonna shave my head.
I left it at home.
Corey, thank you so much.
Thank
we're
you.
gonna have some other guests dropping by here. On that note, it sounds like some folks here watched the Game Awards last night, right? Okay. We got an awesome new look at Dreams, and
I thought he was
thought
gonna
it
say
might
Death
be
Stranding.
fun
Dang
to
it.
learn a little bit more about it. What do you think?
I don't want to see any more Death Stranding. Like, just
All
give me
right,
the game.
Well, please welcome Siobhan
Nothing makes
Reddy
sense.
from Media Molecule.
No, I just wanted that to mean that like Kojima was coming out and going to talk about something. I was really hoping. I mean, I was excited to see stuff because I'm a fan, but I was really hoping there'd be something like gameplay. It wouldn't just be cinematic.
Yeah. Man, you know
Just
what?
even if it was a small little snippet, just to see a couple frames or something. I don't know.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Siobhan Reddy.
You were gonna say something?
Yeah, but I'm going to
Hello. Hi. I didn't really thought I was. Hello.
Yeah, don't talk over
Hugs.
Yvonne.
I made you
Ready.
walking out.
Hello.
I know, right?
See you. Hello.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
This is the more relaxing seat.
This is so relaxing.
It's lovely. It's
I
very
feel
nice.
separate.
Well, we could just
I feel apart.
This is the stress seat. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll take it on. All right.
Siobhan, I got to ask, I mean, what's Media Molecule been up to lately?
Well, we have just been so busy. Heads down, getting Dreams ready for everybody.
I hope you've been working
so
on
we're
it
so excited
freaking
to
forever.
be here at PSX and sharing the project. You know, for us, like we're a studio that loves to, you know, bring new experiences and innovative new experiences
Innovative.
to everybody,
Wow.
and can't wait to
Yeah.
see what you're going to do.
I like
with
it
it.
when
that
you
one.
use those words.
How would you describe
Innovative.
Dreams? I mean, it seems like a game that's kind of hard to describe, if I'm frank.
Well, I mean,
And that'll be Michael.
So we did make a bit of a comment, and for us, Dreams is our next step into the Play, Create, Share domain, and I mean, in the trailer that we released last night, like the really important thing about that announced our story mode and sort of showed what the story is that we're making. But also the really important thing about that is that everything was made in Dreams. So, you know, Create this time is that you can create absolutely anything. You can create games, you can create movies, like all of the characters, the animation, the logic, everything.
Somebody will be
everything was
building
made in
Final
Dreams.
Fantasy VII in it.
And so for us, that's what's, you know,
I know,
what's
right?
a really big
Like they did in
differentiator.
Little Big Planet.
And then you can share it with the world. So really, it is like that next step on with Play, Create, Share.
And because it's
Tell
not
us a
going to
little bit
ever
more
actually
about
come
what we're
out.
seeing here in the
Shut
story
it.
mode. I mean, I think there was sort of like 3
Spez.
different dreams or universes.
That's
that
okay,
were
man.
happening.
Death Stranding's never gonna
That's
actually
cool.
come out.
So here you have little debug. So
It's gonna just be a
basically, our
movie.
story mode
I'm in the
is,
same boat. You know what? I would
3
honestly be okay with
stories.
that.
And
Oh.
it's called Art's Dream. And here you're seeing
And I guess.
debug. This is the sort of more sci-fi theme. And we decided that instead of just sort of going with one type of gameplay and one type of look, we would do the 3. So this is a sci-fi. And we also have the sort of film noir setting, which is point-and-click adventure, and there is the childhood fantasy, which is kind of classic MM with a bit of horror stuck in.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing this
And
here right
here's
now.
the
Yep.
noir. Yep.
Looks lovely. I mean, it's so interesting to me you could build something like this. I mean,
Oh,
They
well,
look so different all over.
yeah.
yeah. Well, that's sort of the point, because we want to show people the breadth of what can be done with the tools. And this theme here, the mystery theme, is it's absolutely gorgeous. The whole theme is just drop dead stunning. And for us, it was really important sort of to bring in these, painterly looks and sort of the chiseled characters. Here we have a map, and so this is sort of how the dream is laid out. And so you'll see that as you play through it, we're beginning here now into Art's dream. So yeah, Art here is the main character, and this is again in the noir setting. But yeah, for us it was the idea of taking these 3 different settings and sort of binding them together into an interwoven narrative for people to experience.
And not to belabor the point, but you've made all of this in the Dreams engine.
That's right. All of it is running real time in Dreams. Right. All made in Dreams, running real time.
And the tools are there that someone could recreate that.
That's right. Yep.
On their own.
What the heck?
Wow.
I mean, what
really?
That's the exciting thing.
I've just always been wondering.
I wish I
title. I mean,
cared
how far sort
about
of
the game creation stuff, because I feel like it's cool, but it's just
I don't care either.
Regardless,
Can
I
you
don't
make, like,
I don't
racing games?
feel like I can really
RPGs?
make anything
Can you
worth a
make-
dang, so I don't want to mess.
I totally agree.
I think what we learned from LBP is give people the tools, and but we just saw the most extraordinary things. And Dreams is just it's just so much deeper than LBP. So I mean, for us, we
Lunch, butter, peanut butter.
we're so excited because there's absolutely the sky's the limit. And I think that we'll actually start to see almost like a bit of genre bending, different genres.
Just start making up all kinds of different things for
That strikes me,
LBP.
Corey. I mean, would there be any benefit to God of War maybe borrowing some of this Dreams technology? And would that help you get across the finish line quicker?
No.
I would have had a release date today had I had.
We know it's the 23rd
Speaking of that,
or
actually,
22nd.
Siobhan, do we have a target release time here for Dreams?
So we're releasing 2018.
Great.
Yeah. So we're ready, getting ready. Yeah.
Ready, getting
I would
ready.
imagine
Yeah,
you'd
what's
need
that?
some kind of
Trying to be
beta
ready
or
in a
something
year or
to
two,
really
we'll be
launch a
ready.
game like this.
That's right. Yeah. So
Keep
we're gonna
walking
do
it
a
back
beta
over
price
and over.
launch, but yeah, we're not announcing the exact dates just yet. But yeah, that will definitely happen, and we know that our community are desperate to get it onto the beta, so we'll be definitely doing that.
And so are your sister studios within the Worldwide
I
Studio.
know. Well,
Anxious
come on
to
over.
get-
Come on over.
Will do.
Yeah.
I'm sure
we
you guys
get a copy early, right?
Yeah. Well, we'd love to do the jam, Worldwide Studios Jam. Like, how cool would that be?
That would be fun.
Like that.
Awesome.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Let's
What's that
do
mean?
it.
Invite
We're gonna do it.
invite me.
I just
We're all
think
the
it would be
Worldwide
best.
Studios get together.
I'll cover the
and
pizza for that.
Play each other's games.
All right, thanks,
Stream it.
Siobhan. We've been doing a lot of talking here tonight. I kind of feel like playing a game, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you want to play a game?
Play something.
Play a game with us? Okay.
Yahtzee, that's been popular.
And do you guys have
Seriously.
any ideas about a fun game
Got
to play
named
with
twice
friends?
yesterday.
Did someone yell Yahtzee?
Somebody
They
yelled
did.
Yahtzee.
We're going to just sit down and play Yahtzee right here on the stage.
Jeez.
I've got an idea.
Wow.
I've got an idea.
Yahtzee stock just went up like
Overcooked is a
300%.
brilliant game. No, we're not going to play Overcooked up here. We're going to play...
We've done Until Dawn before in the group setting.
Yes, we're going to play Detroit Become Human.
Hey. I know what scene you shouldn't play.
Please welcome Guillaume from Quantic Dream.
Or should, so people can see that there's resolution and that it's okay.
Yeah. And that
In
you
the
don't
end.
actually see the act happening.
Right. Was disturbing.
Oh, snap.
There it is.
I know, right? Don't mention it, Gabe.
Oh, yeah, nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Guillaume.
Please don't show the
Lumiere.
riot scene, though. That's the only thing I don't want them to show. It's so, for me, it's boring and not well acted, to tell you the truth.
Is that the one where he breaks into the store or whatever?
Yeah, I don't like that. She must be sick.
A lot of people.
A lot of people
All right,
here.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this is
switch
gonna be
over to my
exciting.
headphones.
We
I
got
don't
the
like
idea
these
from
earbuds
this
are
from the
bugging
very
me.
first
Bugging me.
PlayStation experience, by the way, where we fired up Until Dawn.
Need help?
Great game. Sure, you guys are fans of
Absolutely.
it. And had everyone cheer and hoot and holler to decide what actions we should take. But before we do that, we'll do that in just a minute. Guillaume, I wanted to ask, what inspired Detroit Become Human?
Well, as you know, in 2011 we started to work on a tech demo called Kara.
Oh yeah.
And this Android that is getting built. And
Yeah, that was incredible.
When it released in 2012, we showed it as a prototype. Everyone was asking us, what happens to Kara when she goes out into the world? And so David Cage and the team started to work on, what happens when she comes out. And so we imagined this world in about 20 years. when human-like androids are really
there's your favorite
commonplace.
scene.
So they're everywhere. They've taken on actually most jobs of humans. And although they look and speak and behave like human beings, they're only machines. They're really at the service of humans. And so in the game, you're going to play as 3 of these androids. Kara, of course,
That's so
Connor,
dope.
and Marcus.
Yep.
And they're each very different models. They have their own backstory. They have their own place in society. And as the player, you will have to make critical decisions that is going to impact their fate. So you're really going to be in control of the story and change the way the story unfolds.
I love games like this. I love games like this. And the great news
I think
is
he
this
loves
is
games
playable here this weekend at PlayStation Experience. But I don't want to wait. Why wait, right? I want it all. I want to open my presents right now. So Guillaume, take your position, please. Guillaume will be playing on PS4 Pro.
Live demo.
And here's what's going to happen is all you early bird ticket holders out there, you're going to help Guillaume make decisions in this game. And you're going to do that by making noise, right?
Making noise.
I don't hear you well, so please. So a little bit of context. We're playing this hostage scene, which is the very first scene in the game. We're playing as Connor.
Oh, it's that hostage
Connor is a
scene, the one on the roof?
prototype.
We've seen this thing a
He's
million
been
times.
built to investigate deviant
But that's interesting that that's the
androids
first scene
that
in the
all of
game.
a sudden do something weird. And so we're going into this hostage scene where the house android has taken a little girl hostage. And we're going to try and save the girl. X for Sean, no? Okay, now I'm in control of the character. I can really move him around the way I want with the left analog stick. With the right analog stick, I can interact. So Connor is very intelligent. Should I save the fish or not? Oh, too late, too late.
Too late, too late.
There's no sound.
An android?
All right, ma'am. You need
Too
to go.
You can't do
late.
that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Why aren't you sending someone there? Oh, they're saving the fish.
That is really funny.
Saving the fish.
Remember that every action has
Save the fish.
That is really, really funny.
So at any moment you can hold R2 and you enter what we call the mind palace of the character. Shows you your objectives.
I don't give a shit. My men are ready to step in. Just give the order.
So here, for instance, I can see that I can talk to Captain Allen.
What up, Cat? They're yelling stuff out without even knowing what the options
My name is
are.
Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
I don't know.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
Okay, quick. So I can ask him about the deviant's name, emotional shock.
Emotional shock.
Emotional shock?
I haven't got a clue. Does it
Why do you want to know about emotional shock?
I don't know. Deactivation code!
I know, right? It's the deactivation code.
First thing we tried. Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now.
Oh, snap.
Or I'll take care of it.
Okay.
48% probability of success.
Don't know if we said the right thing here, but okay. So, as Connor, the investigator, I have special abilities. One of his abilities of Connor is that he can analyze evidence. And if you find all the evidence, you can then put them together.
And just tell what kind of
and you enter
ammo he's
into
using?
the reconstruct mode. So you can basically reconstruct what has happened in a
interesting.
steakhouse. So here, for instance, you can see that someone has taken this wallet here.
Wallet?
So the deviant took the father's son.
Oh, snap. The wifey done went hooked the brother up with something terrible to eat. Thanks, girl.
Okay, so we have unlocked something here, apparently, that we may use later in the game.
Ooh, can she hook a brother in Texas up with some
I'm going
boot?
to further investigate this apartment.
This segment of the reaction is
I don't
brought
have a
to you
wife
by
here.
McDonald's.
So here...
I'm going to get some Cheerios here in a minute.
Oops.
Oh, snap. Before we got with the headphone.
Oh, yeah. Frenchy fries.
So there's really nothing you have to do. Is there a dog here?
It says swipe it. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. There we go. Oh, Lord. It makes my stomach hurt.
The iPad gonna start working like that?
Okay, now we know the deviant's name is Daniel. Maybe something that we can use
Where
later
it's see-through
on.
from behind.
Yeah. Just basically a piece of glass.
People don't want their
They get
business
shot
out there
to it.
like that.
I don't want my business out there neither. That's why.
I'd get it. I ain't got no business, really.
So at any moment, I can press R2 here and see, you know, those little yellow flags?
Yeah.
That's an indication of everything that's interactive in the scene.
Oh, wow.
So let's
That's
take a look.
All that stuff interactive?
This person here.
Why the heck did this android go all nutso? That's what I want to know.
I thought that was him right there.
No, that's the dad, I think. Oh, so you shot the dad.
That what that is?
Yeah. Well, that's my
Come on, man.
I
surmise.
have a bad controller that we know now.
Need to turn the sensitivity down. Oh, snap.
He's probably not playing inverted, so you know. He's
No, that's
I don't know
problem
what
is.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Okay, and now I can reconstruct and try to understand what happened with him. And it's really part of the game.
Here I
to
am
also
watching
play with the
PSX, and then I
camera,
get shot. Pow, pow.
Try to find clues.
He gonna need to move this along on it for real.
This is kind of creepy, Guillaume.
No. We got Ellie joining the show.
Okay, we found
No,
something.
Sadie was just in here too.
I've unlocked a new evidence
All right, Guillaume.
that I'll be able to analyze.
It's been nice and everything, but
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be people replaying this at actual demo stations.
I know I have to do it all over again.
For an AP700 androids been registered. CyberLife thanks you for your purchase.
Oh, the
Okay, now we understand
Got his
probably
feelings
what
hurt.
happened. The deviant was
I know,
going to be
right?
replaced. Didn't like it.
An Android was
Oops.
expensive, but not as expensive as I would have thought.
So
Only
that is
$9,000,
a soft
right?
reminder that time is of the essence.
20 years from now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe we went back to the gold standard, got a bunch of money off the streets. Come on now with the controls, brother.
Sorry. Someone should have inverted my controls before they gave this to me.
Exactly. The way Jesus intends it.
And here again, I can reconstruct the events, try to understand.
Do you think you'll do all these when you play it, or do you think you won't play this?
No, I feel like I'll play the game. Well, I don't think that I'll do all of them, but I will definitely do some of them. See, it's different with this because, like, for instance, with Horizon, there's a lot of like audio logs you can listen to, and I listened to a lot of them, but I didn't
now I found a
listen to
weapon.
every one. But this is different kinds of stuff, you know. This might help you make the right decision in the game, so there's more incentive.
Should I take the weapon?
Take the weapon. Shoot him in the head.
That cut back and forth from the game to him on stage is really good. Take, oh yeah.
Spill his blue android blood.
Okay, so now I have a 78% probability of success.
Nice.
Look at that turnaround.
Let's go.
Just from listening to a few clues.
Oh, snap. Shot him.
Okay, now we need to be quick.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump.
Oh, snap.
Ooh, he on the edge, too, boy. What, she got something
Oh,
else
he's
in
got
there?
like his heels off there. Oh, man.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
What is this that she got? Oh, she got me a cheeseburger.
I know a lot of things.
Looks like I got a Happy Meal
we
up in
used-
here.
Come on now. Why you gotta keep talking about the food when I ain't got none? Man.
Hallelujah. Jesus on the throne, right hand side of the Father. Oh, dropped to 63%.
Ooh, I need to approach slowly.
Oh, that's so bad.
Be calm, be calm.
What do you want?
Triangle.
Be calm. Be calm. I don't know what he chose.
Trust me. Let me help you. I don't want your help. Nobody can help me.
Shall we help the cop?
Nah, don't examine the cop. He's fine.
Yeah, man, come on up.
He'll
Black
make it.
Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Jeez, you're gonna take it there.
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die. All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now?
See? He don't care.
I'm going to apply a tourniquet.
I'm going to apply a tourniquet.
Oh, snap.
Touch him and I kill
See?
you.
The priority is saving the little girl.
Obey. Obey.
See? He increases chances.
Truth or lie?
Lie. Lie.
Lie, baby.
I don't have a gun. You're lying. I know you have a gun.
How do you know?
I'm telling you the truth, Daniel. I came here unarmed.
That's true. I came here
Okay, so
unarmed.
now we can use what we've unlocked.
Is the
Quick.
gun gonna be revealed because like the wind's gonna blow his coat open?
Close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong. She lied to me.
It's good.
I thought she loved me,
He does love you.
but I was wrong.
You're not wrong.
She's just like all the other humans.
Oh, snap.
What should I do? Quick.
Realistic.
Analytical.
And we're going to replace
Ooh,
you.
Supreme
and
commercial.
You became upset. That's what happened, right? I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their toy.
No, it was her dad's decision.
You're done.
I know, right? Analytical.
Quick.
No, sympathetic.
Yeah. Sympathetic. Good
I
one.
know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software. No,
I thought
Oh, don't say
it was
that.
your
it's
software.
not my fault.
Hey, 98%.
I never wanted this. I love them. You know?
Let the girl
I
down.
was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around.
See, I think he falls regardless.
I think he does, but the girl doesn't necessarily.
Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
What should I do?
Yeah. Accept. Tell him to get out of here. Accept. Yeah. He's coming round.
Oh, went to 99. Man, that's some good odds there.
I'm your last chance, Daniel. If you let it slip,
Oh!
I want everyone to leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
Quick.
Oh, use gun!
No,
Dang
don't
it.
use the gun, you crazy!
Use
Compromise.
the gun!
No! That's a terrible idea!
Execute! Circle!
No! Oh, snap!
See? What I'm talking about right there.
Oh my gosh.
That's how you do it.
I don't
John
know if my
Wayne
heart's
it.
beating hard because of the video game, because of this McDonald's. Detroit Become Human, brought to you by Mickey
I knew
D.
you would say that.
Woo. Mission success. Woo. Nice.
Remember when we saw Connor at E3?
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was fun.
Nice job. Nice job. Well done.
You guys should be very proud you saved the fish.
Got to save that fish.
Save the fish.
That was incredibly tense. And I'll tell you, I played that 2 or 3 different times. I didn't even know you could do that. I would always talk them out of it, or, I mean, how many ways are there to solve that situation?
There are many ways, but more than the different endings, and that's true for this scene, but for all the other scenes, everything that you do has a consequence. And so you have to experience it for yourself, because watching someone play and playing it yourself is really totally different. But
I'm with you. The
really
whole like
trying
riot
to
scene part and
give
everything's not
players the
that intriguing, but almost everything else I've seen from the game so far looks cool to me.
Decisions that are going to impact.
And boy, they
each
can.
of the
I know this
characters'
wasn't
fate
one, but
and
they can make a
totally change
trailer.
the story. And it's really our most ambitious project. It's the most branching narrative that we've ever created.
Yeah, it is.
And it's also the most incredible game that we've created, because we are touching upon certain themes that are, socially relevant.
There we go.
And we hope, we think that we're going to touch players on an emotional level and give them the opportunity to experience something really, really different.
Well, you touched me
Did you
on
play
an
their
emotional
other
level,
games,
I can tell you that
Chris?
right now. What about you guys down there?
No, I was gonna play Detroit, or not Detroit.
Intense.
What was that last
How
one?
many pages is the script?
Yeah, I was planning to play that, but then you played it for YouTube, and I just watched your Let's Play.
Oh, did you play Heavy Rain?
I counted them. It's slightly more.
No, I never.
Yeah,
that was back.
slightly more.
It
That's
came
a
out
lot
when I
more,
was not
probably.
really doing gaming there for a while.
Well, we are.
So yeah, I never played
At
it.
the end of the development, obviously.
When you were out of the Lord's will.
Yeah, we have thousands
Then the
of
prodigal
story
son came home.
permutations
Yeah, you
that
did.
we're going through.
And we threw a feast
it's,
for you.
It's hell.
Did you play?
Yeah.
So wait, you have
Heavy
been working
Rain?
on this for 7 years, and you said you were working on yours for how long? Were you working on yours?
Pretty much, yeah.
Seven?
I mean, that's the
Seriously,
magic
I'm
number.
5
It's the
years,
magic number.
less than 5 years. Everyone.
We're thinking about the
extra
game.
years,
We're
yeah.
thinking about the game for 3 years, then we start developing.
Oh, there you go. So 10.
But it's necessary.
Everybody's just trying to top me. That's cool.
Finish the game, Corey.
Yeah.
Now I don't want
Finish
to.
the
Now
game,
I want to
Corey.
take an additional 2 to 3 years.
Do I have more time?
No, I'm just kidding. 2 years is fine.
Hang on.
Great job, everybody. You saved the hostage. That was Detroit
And the
Become
fish.
Human.
Come on,
Play
you're
it
gonna stick your head
this
out of the
weekend.
thing.
And you
Play
saved
that.
the fish.
Get a totally different experience. Who knows?
I'm
That is
playing
coming
that
out
crap.
next year, right? Next year on PS4?
It is coming out next year in spring.
I am buying that.
in the spring.
Nice.
Oh, Guillaume, you just laid it right out there.
Exclusive. Okay, well, very cool,
Scoop.
very cool. Good
It's a
stuff so
PlayStation
far.
experience, but
But
if
I
you
gotta
can't say it there,
who wants to see some
I
trailers?
know, right?
You want to see some new game trailers?
Let's see it.
All right.
please.
Look at that guy.
Let's see some new.
Oh,
game
he had
trailers.
the he had the diva hoodie. Nice.
That's funny. Man, this McDonald's is so good. I'm probably gonna die tonight.
Dude, why?
Sorry.
Oh, VR.
So what is this? Like
No, thank you.
hole simulator?
It's kind of cool. You put trash in the hole and it gets bigger.
You know what would be cool? If it actually ran at 60 frames per second.
It is running at 60 frames per
It
second.
does. Look at the screen.
Does it have a platinum trophy?
I don't know. I just started.
So like, what's the point of the game?
There's puzzles. If you collect the kiln, the hole catches on fire.
Oh, sick. This game has up
I just make the hot air balloon go up. Nice.
I know,
What's
right?
up, dog?
Like a puzzle. That should put out the fire. Water.
Oh, there goes the PS4 Pro and the TV.
That kind of looks fun.
You just dump everything in a hole.
But it's like puzzles and stuff.
Yeah.
Me and you need to do it before Ed does it. He's not like
Donut Country?
Donut County.
Donut County.
Part 3 is #1 on YouTube again this week. You gotta do the puzzle stuff, Christopher.
I'm not really much for the puzzle.
You wanna be for the puzzle stuff just for the joke?
Eh. Gotta stick true to me, man.
I feel you, doggy.
What is this all about?
Echo the Dolphin.
Nope.
Be Echo the Dolphin.
I like the music.
Because that would be hilarious. Remnants of an abandoned civilization survive. Be
And
Echo the
swim
Dolphin.
with giant whales.
Oh no, I'm dropping fries.
I wish they were dropping into my mouth.
I'm eating this like a true fat boy. Fall down my chest. Ow! Don't let it hit the ground.
How long until I hear you smacking as you suck that ketchup off your fingers?
I'm staying clean
It's all
tonight.
good.
No condiments.
So much salt. Jupiter and Mars. PSVR.
No, thank you.
You got this, Ed.
Ed, don't do it. Make
Do
Chris
it.
do it. Make Chris do it. Don't waste your money.
I can play it, I just can't record it. What in the world is this?
Japanese silliness.
I know.
Oh, that was homeboy from what's her name? Persona.
Was it?
Also.
Oh, it looks kind of cool.
Yeah, and there's homegirl for Persona.
What about Homecat from Persona?
Ooh, that last bite was salty. Oh.
Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle?
Cross Tag Battle? Tyler Perry presents Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
Ruby Rose.
Oh,
So those are all. Those
I
are
don't know who
Persona
that
people?
is. Some of them were. I don't know if all of them were.
Oh, okay.
But PS4 only, so.
Yep.
That's Persona.
Oh, you know what? I think that.
Can we
What,
get
Grant?
just a little Final Fantasy, please? Like, even if it's
Hey,
something
man.
y'all showed already, please. Oh,
Night
don't
is young.
want it. Isn't this already gone longer than I thought it would go?
I know.
Soul Calibur.
Yep.
I wish I would have been recording because I called that junk when I was watching the Game Awards.
Next time, fight like
I was like, that's got to be Soul
I
Calibur.
am ready to fight you.
I called
Don't fight in that outfit.
Bloodborne or whatever it was.
Bayonetta?
No, not Bayonetta. The Bloodborne 2 or whatever the From Software game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's Bloodborne 2, but I was like, this looks like Bloodborne. And it was like, From Software.
She getting her tail whooped because of that outfit.
I know. She ain't got no armor.
Yeah, all them strikes gonna hurt if you gotta have a couple layers on at least, girl.
Oh, gods, guide me.
She does have a shield, though. You think she'd use it every now and then.
Oh, there she
never
goes.
mind, she's using it now.
Turning it around.
I will never falter.
I thought she said, mother, father.
I'll never falter when I wear a halter. It attacks.
Nice.
Oh, Capcom. What in the world is this?
Skies of Arcadia.
Mega Man 12.
Skies of Arcadia. I'm just kidding. I don't know who did Skies of Arcadia.
I don't know what Skies of Arcadia is.
It was an RPG on the Dreamcast, and you played in floating ships, and it was awesome.
Well, this might be it.
Then that means the other crossing is upon us again.
You don't know? Man, that dude has some eyelashes. And he has some eyelashes.
Just wait till we're finished.
Soon, I hope.
The Second Fleet always delivers.
I think this is Skies of Lava Men.
It's up to you to stop it. This whole operation rides on how well you do that. We can do this.
It's an ecological marvel.
I have no idea.
Old or young?
One that easily dwarfs any I have ever seen.
She looks old, but sounds young.
I know, right? You know what? I know it's not the same thing, obviously, but it's kind of giving me. It's kind of giving me Scalebound vibes.
I don't know what that is.
That was that that Japanese game that was going to be on Xbox and then ended up getting canceled.
Oh yeah.
Where that guy had the headphones or whatever. Like all these big monsters remind me.
This definitely got a Monster Hunter World vibe too. Ooh, we need to download that today. That's tomorrow. Is that today? I think it's download today to play tomorrow.
And not a single
Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter World, yeah.
Use everything at your disposal. I want eyes everywhere.
Gotcha.
Fight hard and stay smart.
What do you think, Ellie? You scared?
Don't stop! Keep going! We can't leave!
Tell you what, this is a long trailer.
It really is. A lot of monsters.
But then again, if the game's like 150 hours,
You two feel so compelled, then we will cross.
gotta have an appropriately long trailer. Oh, Mushroom Head. There it is, Monster Hunter World.
I was right.
No, you said Skies of Arcadia.
No, but I said
Get
it
outta
feels
here.
like Monster Hunter.
You gotta stick. We're sticking with your first answer. Oh, Mega Man. I mean, yeah, Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man.
I thought I had it wrong for a second. What? Is he in the game?
I'm really confused. That's how, Japan does.
What in the world?
What is
so
going
Mega
on?
Man in the game?
No. It's the way he's in the game.
You don't know?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you can beat it with Mega Man tunes? Monster Hunter World Cross Mega Man.
Give me some Final Fantasy, please.
Gabe, the more you ask, the less they're likely to
I know.
do it.
I went on a binge like a week ago and watched a bunch of
Ladies
reacts
and gentlemen, please welcome Andrew House and Mark Cerny.
Mark Cerny!
What up, Andy?
I saw
Andy's
him
leaving,
just,
right?
Yeah. Well, he's still staying on for a while. I think for about a year or so, but he's only chairman now. He's not.
Andy's a lot shorter than I thought he'd be.
Wow, a lot of people.
Troy Baker's a lot taller than I thought he'd be.
Yeah, he's tall.
In your picture.
Andy, you've been at the heart of PlayStation for over 20 years now, and you've been planning a change for the last few months. Is there a little you can tell everyone about that?
Sure. In essence, I have been with PlayStation since the start, and I've been through some good times and some not so good times.
Did you see that little
And I
expose
think
they had on him
now
at
the
Game
business
Awards?
is probably in
Some
the best
young
shape,
video of him.
our platform, our games, than I've ever seen it. And thank you. I hope you guys agree. And with that,
Everybody's
and
skin looks
having
really
finally achieved the creation
Yeah.
of Sony Interactive Entertainment, bringing all of our company together.
I need you to
under
make
one
my skin
roof.
look just as great.
And
when you
then
edit
on
this.
top of that, having been with the same
Give me a
company for
tan.
27 years.
Give me an
14
actual
of those
forehead
years
instead of a
working
6 head.
in Japan. It just felt like the right
I hope it will
time
help you, brother.
to hand
man,
a
come on,
great thing to the next
gonna
generation.
give you dreads if
and
I
for me
edited
to
it.
just go and find one more adventure.
So yeah, the tribute at the Game Awards last night was definitely very emotional.
Yeah.
And so tonight we have a special guest who also wants to celebrate your impact on gaming. But before that, let's roll video.
I mean, we know Kojima's in the house, right? I mean, he got to be around.
Once there was an explosion.
Yep, there it is.
Oh!
Kojima.
To time and space.
You think Kojima need to learn English?
Once there was an
Or
explosion.
he's fine just talking through it?
So here's the thing. He knows English, because if he doesn't have an interpreter, well, he does sometimes for some things, but for the most part, he doesn't get any interpretation to him when someone's speaking to him.
Right.
It's only the opposite way.
That's right.
It's just, I don't
This
know if
trailer
it's
is
like a
freaking
cultural
weird.
thing, but Japanese people tend to not be comfortable speaking English, which I know the languages are so different.
They're so different.
I don't know. I guess he just doesn't want to come off sounding incorrect or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he don't want to sound like not smart or something.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
They probably could have cut a solid minute out of this trailer. Probably.
Nah, man, shut your mouth.
It's not even going to be a game.
They could have added too.
It's not even going to be a game at the end of the day.
It's going to be a game. It's going to be an awesome game.
I don't know.
I know you don't. It don't matter.
I want it to be an awesome game for you and for Kojima and for PlayStation.
It's going to be for me. I'll be shocked if I end up not liking this game. You know, it could happen.
So here's the question, was he old already, or have they been taking stuff to keep them young?
I don't know, man. If I had to guess, it's the other way around, where the people from the other dimension or whatever, the goopy
Suck
guys.
the age out of them, right?
Yeah.
That's what I would say, too. So weird that it's just regular human hands, right? I've always thought that was weird.
Yeah. Dude, and like these little machines that are recognizing that they're there.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, they're gone.
So good.
And that dude that shows up on the truck that's like does the same motion as Mads Mikkelsen does in the other trailer.
I don't know what any of that
Because I thought he was the guy, the actor who was in the second trailer that seemed like he was going to be the villain of the game.
Yeah. The white-haired guy?
The guy that's in the yeah. Well, really light colored. I don't know if it's white or not.
Man, this thing don't make no sense.
Dude, I've watched like 3 or 4 breakdown trailers of it. And it's like, is it going to be partially scary too?
Oh, it's gonna be scary. I mean, remember they were setting out to write Silent Hill, right?
Yeah. Like, watch his hands are like jump, 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 jump.
So I mean, if that was where they were starting,
yeah,
then it's definitely gonna be scary, which is not exciting.
Yeah. I'm fully expecting I'll be the only one who is gonna play this when it comes out on PS5.
So you think they'd be showing a game this early? It's not even going to be on this console, huh?
No, I think it'll be on PS4, but it's going to be like...
It'll be on both.
I could see if so like right here, he does the whole like with his hand, the same motion that Mads did in the other trailer. It makes you think maybe that's his character.
So everybody's got a baby?
Oh, that's the thing. Other thing, I don't know. See, I was always under the impression that it was one child. And of course, you never see more than one on the screen. So I don't know.
He's just in charge of them right now, and then Norman Reedus swallows them.
Well, if you notice that their suits say on it, not right there. That's the bridges, the cities of America. But they say on the side of it, they all say Porter. And Porter is a person who transports something. Or it's one interpretation of the word. This part where I hear is creepy. When he can't get to the gun, so then he starts stabbing himself.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That is
Avert your eyes if you're
nutso.
weak.
Yeah.
Hearted. That is nuts.
And then if you notice the wristband that he has, it's red. It was blue, and like as his
and then it turns yellow,
situation
right?
changes,
And
it
then turns
changes color and fades. Yeah. It's like, man, what does all this mean? And then this big old mamma jamma.
Kojima, what are you doing, Doc? Could you imagine just making all your freakiest dreams come true? Like, this had to just been a freaky dream he had.
And it's why he's constantly hanging out with like Guillermo del Toro and all that stuff. They just got some weird brains.
So he can feel normal?
So the two like things is just like, oh my gosh, the stabby, and then the coming
in
up
his
here
mouth
in a
right here.
Yeah. If you notice, like, if you kind of pay attention, so you know all these like handprints are all over his body.
Yeah.
When it goes down his esophagus, inside there's handprints.
But we still don't know what any of this means, though. Like, can
No, we
get
don't. Like, what is that thing?
Like,
Why is the whale upside down?
Are you gonna fight it? Is he in the water?
Dude, honestly, it would not surprise me in the slightest if all this is just kind of conceptual, but the actual game is totally different. Not totally different, but like, you're not doing these kinds of things. Yeah. Because you gotta think, like, all this stuff is just cutscene. There's no way this is playable. See, like right there? You see handprints there inside of his... It's crazy! And then these monolithic figures. Oh my gosh.
And then the baby's not in the thing no more?
Well, I think that was a alternate reality, dreamish kind of thing.
No, but the baby's not in the... I noticed this when I watched it earlier. The baby's not in there no more. You could see it clear as day earlier.
Well, it's covered in black now, again, like it was before, and then it went clear. Now it's covered in black again, so it's like, what's reality, what's not? You never really know where you are. The theories are that there's different worlds. There's like the living world, and then there's the dead world, and he keeps going back and forth between them all in the different spots in the trailer. And these things are from the dead world.
The upside down.
Yeah. And then like all this black goop down there kind of forms similar to like a hand.
As we know it.
All kinds of strange, crazy theories.
And then came the next explosion.
Oh man! So weird and cool!
That will be our last.
Ellie likes it. Don't you, Ellie?
I wonder if he's gonna add that sound to every time his thing is shown now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hadn't heard that before yesterday at the Game Awards.
I hadn't either.
See, his stomach is cut open. Oh.
Yep. When Norman came out on the stage the other night at the Game Awards, he was wearing that necklace with all those metal pieces.
Hideo Kojima.
Hey!
Oh, he's wearing
Oh, he's wearing it too! Oh, nice! And he's got the necklace! I'm totally getting one of those for Halloween next year.
I freaking love Japanese people, man. They will do that.
I know.
They will do that no problem.
They'll like put on a Gundam suit, all kinds of crazy
so,
stuff.
That trailer is a little strange, but the strangest thing is that after you played the game for 4 or 5 hours, all of that starts to make sense.
Really?
Nice.
So,
I
Andy,
love that
know you
Andy
and
freaking knows
Kojima-san
Japanese.
have a long history together. How did you meet?
We
You mean
met
Mark Cerny?
under the worst of all
No, Andy
possible
House
circumstances.
knows Japanese too.
Oh, yeah, he
it was
does too,
E3,
doesn't he?
I was responsible for running the show, and I was hosting an event, and I got a call on my cell phone saying, Kojima-san's code has just been stolen by a fan from the booth, and you have to go tell him.
Oh, man.
His code?
So
code?
when
Code
out
for
into
his
the night,
game.
we had
Code,
tracked
like
him down to
CODE.
a restaurant, and we called him outside, and on the sidewalk in LA told him that his precious code had been stolen, and we had no idea where it was. And I remember the looks on people's faces as some short guy was bowing deeply on the sidewalk in LA to apologize for what had just happened. Anyway, the relationship could only go in one direction from there, which is obviously up, I'm pleased to say. Ne?
ご飯を食べてて、テラスみたいなところで食べてて、
See how he didn't have to have that explained to him.
Yeah, but the other guy was talking to him the whole time. So
ご飯を食べて。
I don't know if he's like filling in the blanks a little bit.
Yeah, he probably is to some extent, but it's like Kojima knows enough English to get by, you know?
For no apparent reason,
At least to
and he
understand.
comes out of nowhere and approaches, and then he tells the news and he starts to apologize deeply. I remember that.
And Kojima-san's face just went
That's
white
the
as a
same guy that
sheet.
was his interpreter when we
I've
saw him at
never felt so
E3.
bad
That's
in my
right.
life.
That's right.
でも忘れられないですよね。あれはい。
まさに。
その前からアンディさんとは結構会議とか会ってましたけど、あの時が。
The Andrew House does exactly what he's saying.
こう
Yep.
すごく近くに感じた時です。
So does Cerny. Cerny is
It's hard to forget
Japanese as
that.
well.
I mean, before that, I've been with Andy meetings and whatnot, but that was the first time that I really remember, closing
You know, I
the
mean, if
distance
you're
with
going to be the
Andy.
head of PlayStation, you probably need to know some Japanese.
Death
So
Stranding.
dope.
Can you tell us a little bit about how that came together?
Yes, tell us something.
ですね、先ほどトレーラー出てましたけど、あれは実機で動いてます。プレイステーションプロで 4K です。はい。
So you just saw the trailer. That is all working in real time in a PlayStation 4 Pro.
で後半ノーマンがこう水中みたいなとこ漂ってて自分の中に入ってきますね。あそこはプレイヤブルです。
And I told the guy,
And
make him
also,
do this,
in the
and
latter
then he'll
half
do
of the
that.
trailer, you see Norman in like water, kind of swimming, going to his own body. That's playable.
What? Really? What?
Wow.
So how did Death Stranding come together?
Whoa.
We can skip that. So maybe the world knows. So what are some of your favorite memories together?
食事を一緒によくしてます。ずっと前から。
We often go and grab lunch or dinner together.
で大体仕事の話は我々しませんので。
And we barely ever talk about work.
大体70年代、80年代の、テレビドラマ、これは主にアメリカ、ヨーロッパとか、そういうのをすごく。
We mainly talk about 70s, 80s TV shows, mainly American or European TV shows.
Okay, so Kojima-san is being very modest here, because
See how he's whispering to him?
He will take on pop culture trivia in the US and Japan, 70s, 80s, and he will kick your ass. He's just an encyclopedia. I would also add that I think the most fun time most recently was sort of building a different form of relationship and seeing at first hand the sort of rebirth of Kojima Productions. And having Sony be part of that has just been really, really phenomenal from my point of view.
Right.
独立するときにですね、いろんなところからオファーがありました。
So when I became independent, I was fortunate enough to receive offers from many different people.
で、まあ、いろんなところあったんですけども、やっぱり自由にものづくりがしたいので、僕のことを理解してくれているところとやりたいなっていうのはずっとありました。
So I had this many offers, but I wanted to keep my freedom to create exactly what I wanted. So I wanted to work with someone that understood me.
で、アンディさんにお会いして、こんなものを作りたいんだよっていう相談を
I want to be a Chris-san.
And well, I met with Andy, and I told him, you know, this is kind of what I want to do.
To my mom, I am. I'm Chris, her son.
役員室で何十人もいるところでピッチというのを散々やるわけですよ。こういうものをこういう狙いでこんだけ売り上げがあってこんだけで作りますっていうのをしないといけないんですけども。
So normally what you would do after this point is you go into executive meetings and you do a pitch of this is kind of the expected revenue, this is exactly what I'm planning and what kind of target audience I have. That's what would normally happen.
で、その時アンディさんに2、3分内容を口頭で言っただけなのに OK っていうので
So I remember at that point I just told Andy maybe 2-3 minutes about what I wanted to do and just told him I didn't have any document and he just said yeah OK
で、最初の作品なんでやっぱり
Look at that stage, man. Golly.
I know, really.
Full of some people,
もある
man.
のでそれで今回のデス・ストランディングができたと。アンディさんがいなければこれはなかった。生まれなかったものです。これもこの赤ちゃんも生まれなかった。
And it would be the first work of Kojima Productions in the independent, so it was very important for me. And well, it was all because of Andy. Without Andy, none of this would have been possible. None of this, what you saw, would have been created. None of the baby giving the thumbs up would have been possible.
The baby giving the thumbs up.
Oh, Kojima. Never stop being weird.
Seriously. Can I borrow that thing on your back?
I think maybe a shout out to Herman and Guerrilla Games for Decima. Is in order. That was really it for questions. Any final thoughts? We've run. I know. We needed more cards.
I think we throw it.
Ask him when the game's coming out.
で、アンディさんと一緒にやりましょうということで、まあ、去年の1月ですかね。
So, well, going lunch with Andy last year, I think it was in January.
で、企画は考えてたんですけども、テクノロジーが全くないので、エンジンもツールもないので、まあ、その時は事務所もなかったです。
I already had a good idea of what I wanted to do, but I didn't have the technology with me. I didn't have, you know, I didn't even have an office at that time.
で、その時、まあ、友達のマークさんを思い出して、マークさんに相談しました。
So also thought of Mark and discussed with Mark.
で、マークさんと1月世界中のスタジオを回って、そこでヘルマンさんと出会って。今のデシマエンジン。
Oh, Mark-san.
And went on a tour through all the studios in the world with Mark, and at that point I met with Herman. And
oh yeah, I remember that.
That's what led to today.
これもよくいろんなところで喋ってますけども、いろんなスタジオを回ってプレゼンテーションを受けました。エンジンはこうだよとか、ツールはこうですよとかっていうのを受けました。
This is something I often mention, but in that tour I went through different studios and I got a presentation of what kind of engine each studio was using, what were the characteristics of each one.
もう僕らもう何もなかったんで、その時4人ぐらいで仮事務所だったんですけども、すごく皆さん優しくしていただきました。
At that point I had nothing. I think we were 4 people in total at a very small rented office space, but everyone was really, really kind with us.
で、ゲリラの皆さんはプレゼンテーション終わって、で、帰ろうとした時に一つの箱をくれたんですね。
And well, Guerrilla made their presentation showing us their engine, and when we were about to leave, they just gave us a small wooden box.
で、箱を開けると、そこにゲリラのエンジンのソースコードが全部入ったものが入ってたと。
And well, when we opened the box, there was the whole source code of Guerrilla's engine.
で、契約書も何も交わしてません。とにかく小島さんこれ持って帰ってくれと言われて、もうそこでもう泣きそうになって、もうこことゲームを作りたいってその時思いました。マークさんも同席されてたと思いますけど、はい。
It should be noted at this point we had no contract, nothing, no boundaries, and they were just like, yeah, go ahead, please use our engine. This almost brought me down to tears, and at that point I made a decision, okay, this is the people I want to work with. This is also in part thanks to Mark.
デス・ストランディングっていうゲームの、テーマは、つながりなんですよね。ストランドというか。
The theme of Death Stranding is connections.
で、最初にアンディさんとソニーさんとのつながりがあって、マークさんとのつながりがあって、ヘルマンさんのつながりがあって、皆さんとのつながりがあって、今ここにデス・ストランディングが紹介できるっていうのを非常に嬉しく思います。ありがとうございます。
It started with a connection with me and Andy that led to a connection with Mark and that led to a connection with Herman and Guerrilla
want that
Games
as
and
a
that led to
huge
a connection with all the people
that
in
is
the
sick.
game. And that all those connections led to having Death Stranding here today. So I want to thank everyone for this.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, it's going to be that triangle, square, circle, X logo again. I thought they were going right into it like another trailer.
I thought they were too.
Fun night, huh? You know, just get some old friends together, you know, just hang out, you know. Getting to be holiday times. I love spending time with friends and family, you know, and I count a lot of you among that. I mean, it's seriously, it's like a game development super group is stacked up on here. Just one huge name after another. Thank you so much for all of you.
We could start a musical act together. This would be wonderful, I think.
It would be incredible. What kind of game would we make if we made a game together? That's what I want to know.
We would make Death Stranding in dreams. And I still would not understand it.
There would be a story.
Yes, indeed. There'd be a great story.
That you'll understand at the very end.
It would come in under budget. And,
well under budget.
Well,
I'm sure.
And early, like all those things.
Sure, yeah.
That seriously is in your dreams.
Anyway, PlayStation Experience is just such a special time, and we have an incredible weekend lined up for everybody here. We've got all those big panels I was talking about earlier. Naughty Dog's bringing it, Sucker Punch is bringing it, Media Molecule's bringing it, and of course, tons and tons and tons of playable PS4 and PSVR titles. Lots of stuff to play. I mean, Far Cry 5's at the top of my list. You're going to be able to play Firewall Zero Hour. That's the new PlayStation VR game we announced earlier. Shadow of the Colossus, seriously, it's the third time I've said it, I know. Absolutely gorgeous. It's going to make your eyes pop out of your head. And then don't forget, we've got Capcom Cup on Sunday as well. That's going to be a lot of fun, too. That's going to be right here. I truly think it is our biggest PlayStation experience yet, and I hope you all agree when you get out there on the show floor tomorrow. Before we wrap up, though, Sean, there's been something I've been meaning to mention to you.
Way down here, all by myself on the screen.
Way down there. That's right. That's right. There's
Is it what his shirt says?
This thing with this shirt.
Oh,
you know, I see it kind of peeking out there out of your...
Good call, Chris.
There we go.
Can we get a look?
So we kind of, this kind of tradition sort of happened by accident, and that I would wear a shirt on stage at PSX, which would give an indication of kind of games to come in the future, things I want to see happen. There was the infamous Crash Bandicoot t-shirt experience, but it led our friends and partners at Activision to bring out Crash Bandicoot again, which is one of the biggest, one of our most successful titles this year. We've done that with Ratchet. We've done that with Wipeout, and now we have Wipeout VR coming.
Bib ribbon.
Yep. And so this year's shirt.
What is it?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, I don't exactly recognize it.
What in the world?
Can you tell us anything about this?
Medieval.
Can you tell us? What is that? Anyone know what that is?
It says Sir Dan.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
A lot of feedback about the title Medieval. It's a really important title in my personal journey, in my career. We worked on that when I moved to London. We would like to bring it back on PlayStation 4. We think Sir Daniel needs one more resurrection, and this is the time to do it. Thank everyone for sending their suggestions to me.
Are they going to show anything?
I had this one baking in the oven, and then I saw all the pressure coming in, so I thought this was a great time to bring it out and to talk about it.
Should we roll the video?
You guys want to see a video?
There is video. Roll it.
I never played Medieval. Shoot, I want to be on the inside of this thing.
I didn't either.
Finally, you can prove
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So it's not like a new game, it's a remake. Man, I gotta go look it up.
There you go. Medieval's coming to PS4. That's awesome.
One more thing. This shirt will also be available in the PS Store for the next 2 days at PlayStation Experience. And all proceeds from the sale of the Sir Daniel Resurrection shirt will go to Able Gamers. So
nice.
Nice. Good deal.
Talk to those guys at PAX.
over the next 2 days.
Oh, yeah, really?
Fantastic stuff. So, hey, I want to thank all of our panelists. Thanks to all of you. It's been an honor. This is an incredible bunch. Guys have been great. We have an incredible weekend planned for all of you. Coming up next is Greg Miller with Kinda Funny. We're going to take a very short intermission, but we're just getting started, so stay with us.
Be sure to stick around.
What do you think, Christoph?
You are a warrior.
It was longer than I thought it was going to be because they really downplayed it this year. Like the conference, if you will. They called it more like a little, presentation.
Yeah.
So it was longer than I was expecting it.
Hoping to see and didn't. Obviously, I wanted to see Final Fantasy. I wanted to see more Ghosts. Didn't get any of those two. Was there anything that you were kind of wanting to see?
I thought there might be a possibility that we'd see something a little bit more, even if it was just like the developer coming out and talking about it, about the new Sucker Punch game. But there wasn't anything there.
Yeah. Man, PSX Experience. It's hard because Paris Games Week, stole all the thunder.
Yeah, I know.
So what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying?
You're going to release The Last Guardian VR. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, I was thinking this thing was going to be like 45 minutes, not like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting.
But I'm excited. The games still look amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, obviously, we've seen before. Not a lot of surprises going on, which they tempered our expectations well, like you said.
Yeah, they did.
But, you always just get bummed when you're like, but I want that when you guys say we're not going to bring out much, still for you to bring out a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Especially with the Game Awards last night, they would have had the Death Stranding thing and the Soul Calibur thing if, Game Awards didn't do it just in the night before.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
All right, man. It's good hanging with you.
Thanks for sitting with me.
Yeah. Good deal, man.
Holler at you.
See ya.